talk about exactly what happened to Suretrader brokerage account. For all of you that do not know, Suretrader is a brokerage account that is located offshore in the Bahamas, and they recently got suspended. A lot of people use this brokerage account mainly because they offer day trading. You can be able to day trade, swing trade, and all that stuff without having, $25,000. So there's no PDT rule available there. So that attracts a lot of people to that brokerage account. And there are currently 20,000 clients that use that brokerage account. And on average, there's like 12,000 trades happening within a specific day. So recently they got suspended by the Bahamas securities over there because they violated some of their clauses, some of their agreements and things like that. But we're going to go over exactly what happened and what you're going to be able to do if you're affected by kind of situation. And also we're going to look at some of the statements that were released today. This is going to be an updated news they released today. We're going to walk you through exactly what they released. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to see exactly what caused it, what happened, what you can do. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's go right into the video. Alright guys, so as I said, this is a very, very huge brokerage account, has 20,000 clients, and when they tried to log in a few days ago, they were not able to log in because, a lot of this error happened. It's not an error, but this message keeps popping up saying that, they're not going to be able to log in because Suretrader has been suspended, and they're going to be able to log in and get back to normal on September 24th. But they have to make an agreement with the Bahamas securities over there that they have, but we're going to look at exactly what they violated and why this kind of thing happened to them. So on the website, as you can see over here, they violated the Securities Industrial Act, and the first thing that they violated was, let's see, at 133, the 133.1 clause, and then the B and the F. Now let's look at exactly what those are. I'm going to pop them right on the screen so you'll be able to follow through and see exactly what they violated. As I said, we're going to see exactly what they violated, some of the terms that they violated. We're going to see exactly, we're going to go to the acts, and the first one that they violated was the 133 clause, which was the orders and the public interest. So, and they violated the number 1. It says that if the commission considered it in the public interest to do so, the commission may, upon a settlement with the person or after a hearing. So 133 B and F. So let's look at what they say on the B. So order a person. So let's read it one more time. If the commission considered it in the public interest to do so, the commission may, upon a settlement with the person or after a hearing, order a person, a class of persons, or all persons, to cease trading in security, a class of securities of all securities. That's interesting. And the second one was F. And let's read it, the entire thing. So if a commission considered it in the public interest to do so, the commission may, upon a settlement with the person or after a hearing, impose condition of or restrictions on a registration or suspend or revoke a registration. And that's exactly what happened to Suretrader. They suspended that. So the other clause that we're going to look at is going to be 133.3. You can go to, you can go on Google and search these terms, these clauses, the Security Industry Act of 2011. You'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. The second one was like 133.3. Let's look at it. Number 3. So this is 11. So yeah, so number 3. If the commission considers it necessary and in the public interest to do so, the commission may, without providing an opportunity to be heard, make an order under subsection 1 other than order under subsection I, B, I, or J that is effective for not more than 15 days. So they're going to instruct us to look at all of the other terms, but as you can see, these are the main things that they popped up, these sections that popped up. You can go and look at them yourself. But now let's look at exactly what Suretrader released statement, the updated statement they tweeted today. Let's look at what they tweeted. So as if you go on Twitter, this is the main account for Suretrader. Let's go to Suretrader account. And we're going to see exactly what they tweeted. So this is what they offer: no PDT rule, 61 leverage, easy credit card funding, over 10,000 symbols to short. That's what a lot of people get attracted to because they offer a lot of penny stocks. You can short sell them, things like that. But as you can see, 2 hours ago, a statement to our valued clients for the Suretrader executive team. So this executive team that released this statement. So it's saying September 21st, 2019, today. So for immediate release, so to our valued clients, we are truly sorry for the interruptions in business caused by the unexpected suspension of our license by the Security Commission of the Bahamas, SCB. The suspension is intended to be temporarily pending the resolution of a few concerns recently raised by the SCB. The SCB has scheduled a meeting with the firm's management for Tuesday, September 24th, to discuss their concerns and our process resolutions. We believe that we will have a productive meeting. The concerns expressed to us are not about the firm's liquidity or solvency. We confirm that we're able to very easily meet our obligations. We hope to return to normalcy by mid next week. Thank you, management. So they released the statement today, 2 hours ago, and as they're saying that you'll be able to have access to your accounts, be able to liquidate it if you're not going to be able to trust them anymore, because all of a sudden you try to log in, placing a few trades, and this message pops up, the account, the brokerage suspended with your cash. So you need to really be careful if you're deciding to stay with Suretrader. A lot of people, advertise. A lot of people actually give advice to people. If you want to grow your account, if you have a small account, use Suretrader because it offers 6-to-1 leverage, as you can see over here, and it offers a lot of incentives for you to go there. A lot of shorts, you can short, a lot of symbols available for you to short sell and things like that. However, these are the downsides of an offshore broker. They can be suspended they can go down, they can go bust. There are a lot of things that can happen to it, so you need to really be careful when you actually make a decision to actually fund your brokerage accounts or open a brokerage accounts outside of the US, So these are all the things that they talked about. So hopefully they will be able to resolve this situation by September 24, and people will have access to their accounts and everything can go back to normal. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to liquidate all of their positions, or some people might have swing trade positions, options trade positions that they're not going to be able to close out due to this error. So as I mentioned right over here, it's very risky to use a Suretrader, any kind of foreign brokerage accounts. I suggest that you use, if you're trying to grow, even though they're not at that position yet, you can use a Webull or a Robinhood or E-Trade or any kind of US brokerage accounts. Those that I mentioned are kind of for free too. So those are the incentives, but really be careful when you're using it. And good luck if you're using this brokerage account, and if you're using this brokerage account, you have to really be careful. So that's it, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and now we'll catch you guys on another video.